Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Zwift Community Live broadcast of the SCR race out on the Watopia volcano flat for 3 laps, it looks like today, for the SCR race number 6 in the series of 15 races that will be the 12 best from all the individuals participating. We will be covering all of the categories as best we possibly can today. There's a mass start race, so everybody will be starting together. So we will have a pretty easy time moving our way through the pack. We do have a little bit of replay, though, from last week and what went down in the A category last week. Maybe in a little bit of bother here. We do see Boniface with a good 20 beats to work with. I think now only 10 beats to work with. Really up into 172, 173. He's going from way out, 12 watts per kilogram. He's not waiting for the downhill, boys and girls. He did this last time. Will he be rewarded for it? Will he be able to continue on with this attack here? He's got a gap. He doesn't want to play around with any kind of lead out trains. He is the lead out train. Boniface, 9 watts per kilogram. Kim Little trying to chase it down. Will he be able to kick up and over the top once he catches him? But it's a 2-second gap now. They're matched watt for watt now at this point. 8 watts per kilogram, 8 watts per kilogram. Now Boniface continuing on. Kim Little looks to be unable to close it down. It will be Boniface as we look over the shoulder, I believe, unless Kim Little's got one last kick. It's only 300 meters, 2 seconds to the line. This is 1 and 2 in the series, and Boniface looking to show his dominance in the series. Now fading though. Will he be able to make it to the line before Kim can catch him? 22 meters. He's got it. It looks like it will be Brett Boniface, ODZ for the W. Kim Little follows it up. Grimshaw now with the 3rd place. Jumps right on in to that top 5, I believe, with that 3rd place finish. Following up by Johnson for 4th. And he'll be jumping up in the ahead of Lamontre now, I believe, for the series as well. And so that is what was taking place last week in the SCR Racing Series, at least in the A category. We'll look to grab a few more replays for the B, C, and D, hopefully for the weeks following. As far as the current series standing, as the riders do get out on course, we definitely want to take a look at where things are at with the SCR Autumn Series. It is going to be Kim Little currently still leading out in the A category with 4 races, though 78 points total for Team Experimental. Brett Boniface there for Team ODZ with 65. Then Matt Johnson now a solid almost 30 points behind his teammate there and going into 41 points behind Kim Little. See if he can make up some ground there for those top 3. 4th and 5th will be 40 and Grimshaw. Be watching out for those racers today for sure in the A category as they head out onto the Volcano Flat course here. And then we are seeing, it looks like in the B category, it is going to be, again, Vidar Alvesberg, Pierre Vidar Alvesberg, followed by Tony Axelson and Peter Hicks. Be watching out for them today, as well as it looks like in the C category, Fredrik Ornlid, Magnus Broback, and it will be Rickard Johansson. All coming out of Sweden, actually, in the running probably for some of those awesome prizes that are out there from Cyclotechnic. And then in the D category, it will be Peter Jonrad, Donald O'Donovan, and then Jan Anderson, all out of Sweden, actually. And 3, 2, and 5 races, respectively, riding for the Vikings team, actually, Jan Anderson there. Watch out for him in that category. So in the A category, though, we're going to go ahead and try and find the racers out on course here as a mass start race. They took off like maniacs, and we're trying to move our way forward for the riders here. We do see the B category with Johansson here. We were just speaking about actually in that B category off the front a little bit here. I believe we are seeing John Arnar here as well out of Iceland up toward the front of this B race here. Moving forward still, though, we are looking for the front end of this A category. I do have another feed coming through as well with the B and C and D categories that we will be following up with as well. But we do have, it looks like, the main group that will most likely not be too much of an issue here to be getting away at this point, because on the flatter course, it's definitely going to be difficult to break things apart. We do see a lot of the A category racers, though. Here they are up toward the front. A Grasses here coming out of Sweden with that SZ team. L. Hawkins here with an early kick here on the volcano flat for 3 laps. Gonna be a difficult day for him all alone on his lonesome. I do know that in real life, the man who is trying to take down the series lead, chasing down this man, Kim Little, is moving house, I believe, this week. So we may not see Boniface showing up, and that may give Little a little bit of breathing room. We are seeing Gray here, also from Team Experimental, as you can see with that X in his name. Let's go ahead and see what we got from the top-down view here. There's an experimental kit with Gray, I believe. Kim Little that we're seeing here. Is that Boniface there? No, Matt Johnson here from ODZ. We're going to see if we can spot any more ODZ kits amongst this leading group right now. I'm not seeing any at the moment. A couple of Vision kits, some Zwift kits. MacD TFC is in there as well. Good to see him hammering along. Longtime viewer and TFC team member. See if he can grab that podium spot today for the TFC rider. Always on him about that one. We're going to see if we can bring in the social media integrations today. It's being a little stubborn right now, but I believe we just got it. So if you want to interact with the broadcast, make sure to comment or over at our ZCL Zwift Community Live Facebook, or tweet at Z Community Live. Tweet at Z Community Live. Z Kreider here looks like was commenting yesterday. Here we go. Lee Gosden. There we go. We got some comments coming through. Johnny helping out as well, letting everybody know how to interact with the broadcast. Any questions or comments, ask them here or tweet at Z Community Live on Twitter. So thanks a lot for the help there, Johnny. Really appreciate it. Can anyone join any Zwift team? Coming from Lee Gosden. They're all community organized teams. So if you would like to join a team on Zwift, go ahead and contact the team directors. Vision Cycling is managed by Quentin LaFay as the director, team director over there, among a few others. There's also WBR I could give you all of the team managers, but a lot of the leaders in the teams you also do see in the broadcast. So go ahead and try and find them. You can also put on ZwiftPower.com that you are looking for a team, but Team Experimental, Frank Garcia, good contact, I believe, as well as Kim Little. KRT, I believe, Glenn Knight, James Hodges, good contacts there. WBR, the Tweedster, Mr. Tweedy would be a good one to be getting a hold of. So TFC, none other than the spreadsheet man himself, Zach Rogers, and Carissa Min. Maybe MacD would be another one. So there's a lot of teams out there, though. And the best way, I think, is to look through the ZwiftPower.com results. Find some of the members there and see if you can get a hold of them. And then put on your ZwiftPower.com account that you are looking for a team. You can put that on your account registration, actually. Can you add commentary about the series? Like they do in the classic races. I'll do my best on the scenery there, but as you do see in the background, you're hilarious, bro. Whenever there's an update, we do comment on what we do see in the background. As we do commentary on these races every day on the same courses, kind of like in the Dota tournaments or in the Overwatch tournaments, I think that the commentary on the scenery in the Tour de France and the classics, etc., since it's a one-time-a-year event, and they only go by those places once in a while, makes it a little more interesting. If I were to talk about the trees and the bushes and the turns and the Scotty the Fountain every single time we are out here on course, it probably become a little bit of a bore, but I'll work on it there, Bretzels. Ocean Boulevard, as you can see, as they go past the sign there, they're turning onto, they'll be heading into the underground tunnel with a whale, a sunken ship, as well as some dolphins that they'll be going by out on the underground tunnel. This is the reverse volcano flat course, actually. The flattest course out on Zwift, the forward and backwards of this. Not a whole lot of elevation gain, so we should see a lot of Grupo Compacto today amongst the SCRs. Great stuff. Thanks, Nathan. No problem, Lee Gosden. If you guys have any more questions or comments, please bring them in, and I will do my best to answer your questions or up the commentary value for guys like Bressler. So looking through here, we do see it looks like another attack up toward the front. Hawkins just continues on with his relentlessness here, 530 watts or so in the B category. Unfamiliar with this rider on that Tron bike, actually. Let's go ahead and check out past results for this boy, as MD is in the house though as well. Be watching out for him. He's already got the DQ next to his name. That's not who I'm talking about right here. Hawkins, not with the DQ, but looking through for past results for L. Hawkins here, who is registered as a B today. It does look like D. Crisp is in there as well for Relentless in that B category. I am not seeing Hawkins as of yet, though, over at ZwiftPower.com live results. Actually, we're not getting a whole lot of live results coming through just yet either. So I'm hoping all is good. We'll see and make sure that that all is. So it does look like it's starting to populate little by little. We'll see what does come through. Matt Johnson now up toward the front from ODZ, 146 beats per minute. Wallstrom for SC now hanging in there. I think in his lonesome, though. Only SC kit that I am seeing amongst the riders here. Now we are seeing McCormick there as well as Popovich. Now trying to get back on terms out of the US of A. We'll give him a little ride on there as he goes 128, 0 RPM craziness. Not exactly sure what's happening with him, but Figueroa out of, it looks like Portugal now for the PTZ team now, leading out the chase group. Looks like Philip Diner is the rider from Vision Cycling that we were seeing here in the lead group. Watch out for this one to win, as Diner out of Germany, probably one of the favorites amongst Kim Little and I would say Kim Little and Diner. Heigel as well from Team Experimental. Be watching out for him for the W. I have a feeling that Heigel, Little, and Gray are most likely communicating right now and setting up for how they are going to win this race today for Kim Little in his current series lead. I'm not sure he can be caught by anybody out there right now, actually, because of his lead. Boniface not being here today, it's going to have to be a best of 12 for sure as we get toward the later points in the series now. Now up toward the front. Now we are seeing a couple of attacks taking place with Popovich coming down through there. It will be Atwell now, 4.2 watts per kilogram. But Davis with some little bit of an attack here. MD out of control though with the full-on DQ as well as ZS. These boys are interrupting the race actually, and they actually get DQs the moment that they enter the race. They are known kind of trolls of the racing out there. We do see opposites here though with Hamad right on his wheel, Matt Johnson as well. We'll see if the group can drop them off, hopefully. ZS and MD out there. Weitzner is hanging in as well out of the US of A. Popovich, Kim Little at the back here, just letting things happen at the front at the moment. Back in with the we're going to actually try and cover a little bit of the D category today. I was told that the race organizer, actually, Mr. Martin Jortvik himself, actually, will be racing today. So we're going to see if we can find amongst the D category riders if Martin is out there. So we'll see if we can get in and amongst those riders. But we do see some of the chase group amongst the C's and the B's here. As they make their way into Ocean Boulevard. Now, actually not too far behind the main group amongst the A's, actually, here, as you can see how incredibly fast these riders do travel out on course, actually, as they are making their way into Ocean Boulevard here with the Frigo here coming out of Italy with Guidesen as well out of Denmark. Anderson now as well as Bakeled. moving backwards, we're going to see if we can see what is happening a little ways back. Not sure that I can move too much further back without ending up in the pens, though, as it almost sounds bad. Like, can't go any further back without ending up in the pens. Speed up, peoples, and perhaps it looks like here Castberg here trying to hang on to the pack here out of Denmark here, 174 beats per minute, kicking just a little bit into that 300 watts just to grab onto the back of this group right now. It looks like H. Williams then, as well as Pearson out of Sweden as well here. So looks like the man out of Denmark here, he's in Gambit kit, looking good actually. 3.9 watts per kilogram, 172 beats per minute. Not sure if we're going to be able to find the D category. I'm wondering if they started separately than the B's and the C's, or went a different direction, because I'm not seeing anybody from the D category anywhere amongst the groups here at all. So I'm wondering if there maybe was a little bit of a turn or something that took place for that D category. We'll wait and see if they do come into view with the population out here. So now moving into this A category, though, again, as you do see, it is going to be Kim Little here hanging on to the group. Not too much disruption at the front with, it looks like, MD and ZS just yet. Davis now 4.2, always with that solid sprint at the end. We saw it yesterday. We'll see if he can hang on. We do CB Duram here out of Germany with Cunningham up toward the front as well. Draft in his name. Not sure what the draft is all about there. With 1 lap down, 2 to go. Grupo Compacto. Not a whole lot going on 2 days so far. Not going to be super intense racing up front, as definitely a flat course tends toward a sprint day out on the world of Watopia. So if you have any questions or comments, make sure to bring them on in. Put Nathan in the pen. What's on the cards for tonight's Go Zwift Wednesday workout with Greg Henderson? John Rich is asking. So this is our broadcasting schedule. We always post it up. Well, we try to post it up every Monday. And the current schedule here does not at the moment have, and we do not have, what I'm trying to get at is that we do not have a workout Wednesday every Wednesday. It's usually every 2 weeks that we have a workout Wednesday. So it's a bi-weekly event that we try to do. So nothing on the schedule right now for workout Wednesday. Now, I do know that there are other group workouts taking place though with lots of other coaches, so definitely make sure to check out all the events that are going on and whether or not they have great lead out train pain going on with that. John Rich, I know you really enjoyed it last week, John. It was a great workout. We enjoyed having you. And we will definitely have more workout Wednesdays. It's right now with the scheduling, we're trying to do bi-weekly workout Wednesdays currently. But maybe you guys keep on pushing on us, and we'll see what we can do for maybe getting a couple more on the schedule. So, is this guy pro? Man, that heart rate is not moving at all. Is this guy pro? Cunningham, 137 beats per minute. Now, I mean, 136, 135 there now. So, but that is fairly low there, Quan. I'd have to agree with you there. But 142, I'm not sure that the group is working too hard at the moment. 157 coming from McCormick here as well. Kim Little there down to 152. Perhaps Cunningham, though, sitting in, though, and getting a little less effort going on there. But it's a good question. And maybe beats at a fairly low heart rate, though, for his maximum, as we're seeing out of the US of A. Let's actually take a look at SwiftPower.com and see if perhaps we can get some information here about who Cunningham is. We are getting some updates from SwiftPower.com right now. That live is down right now. and it is being worked on. So just so you guys know, it is down right now, and we're waiting on it. And Nathan Guerra just doesn't have the fitness at the moment, says the guy who is injured. Zach Rogers is letting us know that according to his spreadsheet, I do not have the fitness to handle something. Not exactly sure what it is that he's getting at, but perhaps we'll have to wait and see what the spreadsheet man is talking about there. Carlson now right along with MacD. Ben's there as well. Looks like at the front of this group, not a whole lot of action as of yet. So Jay Adams now out of the UK, 143. And I have a feeling that Team Experimental is playing it really smart right now. They do have the current series lead. I think they also are doing fairly well in the team series too. So looking through here, according to this, they are currently in the lead in the A category. Team ODZ in second place with 102 points. KISS Racing Team at 45 points in the A category. In the overall as well, though, it is the SZ team followed up by the Vikings and then the BRT team. In the B category, though, it will be SZ followed up by Vikings and then BRT. In the C category, it's SZ again, and then Team Watts per kilogram, and then Team AO. In the D category, SZ just dominating everything except for that A category. D category, it was SZ followed up by the Vikings. The Z Sun then sitting in third place. Overall, though, Team Sweden absolutely killing it right now. So looks like looking clean, nice beard. By the way, wait a second. Are you talking to me, Quan? Are you talking about like a Gandalf in game? I ain't got no beard. There's no beard going on here. You want a beard? We'll show you full on Movember beard. There's no beard here. This is Nathan being lazy for a day. That's about it. Depends on how exclusive the team wants to be, Quan is saying. And now I have no idea what Quan is talking about any longer. So we're just going to leave that alone for now. So we're about a lap and a half in to the volcano flat at this point. And Cunningham, Leo, Macdi, Hamid now, and Karn all in and amongst this group. Let's move back into the C and B category and see what's happening with them. I do believe we do have quite a few Bs actually up toward the front end of this race right now with these A category riders. So maybe, as we talk about a lot of times in the SZ races, it's a good opportunity to see where people stand for their watts per kilogram and whether or not they should be amongst them. Definitely seeing Jarland here now up toward the front of this C and B category race right here. As you do see Jarland now coming out of Denmark, 2.7 watts per kilogram, actually ran for DKZR actually. Rickards there as well as Cholanov and it looks like Windholz. Stevens now with Johansson and Lundgren up toward the front of this group. And it looks like we've got a little bit loud here for some reason on the other computer, so we're gonna have to bring that down just a little bit here. But we do have Hedberg now. It looks like all in this B category. A lot of C riders though that are making this group, it looks like, with the front end of this B category actually. Broback here though, I believe one of the leaders in the series right now. A lot of SZ kits, as you can see. There should be though, with their domination so far of the series. Do pro riders ever race on Zwift with us? So there's a point of contention because yeah, there are a lot that race with you that do not have a pro badge next to their name, because pro badges are only given to UCI World Tour pros. So if you raced me, you raced against a pro. If you raced a lot of people, actually one of the riders yesterday, Phone, riding for Steiner Kohlnagel, actually out of Switzerland, pro rider, or elite / pro rider. So there's a lot of individuals actually, especially at the front end of the A category, that either race at the elite or professional level. The difference between, and this is something that early on, not early on, but about midway through my career, that was made really, really clear to me in racing professional. The difference between a professional rider an elite rider is a contract and a paycheck. Are you paid to ride your bike? Are you not paid to ride your bike? And that there's plenty of people that have the ability to hammer out some crazy wattages and hammer out some awesome race results that aren't paid to ride their bike. And so the difference then also in being that if you're paid to ride your bike, you probably have more time to ride your bike. And so you can do the 3 to 5 hour or tours and throw down at a really, really high level at the end of a big long race. But a lot of times in these shorter races, you get a leveling of the playing field a little bit too. So, but yes, there are most definitely lots of pros that do race and ride out on Zwift. Ian Bibby, top 3 in the UK National Championships, actually just a few weeks back, raced a KISS race and did an amazing job in it, as well as racing the CVR event in Paris recently and won that event, the live event there. So yeah, there are definitely professionals that do jump in on Zwift daily, I would say, actually, both for training, and I've seen plenty of racing going down as well. Many Tron bikes out there, George Nathaniel says. Yeah, definitely a lot of Tron bikes out there. It is the fastest bike, actually, out on Zwift. Fastest bike out on Zwift is going to be the Tron bike, which is, well, there is also the Cervelo with the Cervelo with the dish zip wheels that are only a beta wheel actually set is the absolute fastest, but only beta testers have access to that dish wheel in the back actually. But as you can see, there are some Cervelo S5s out here, and I wonder if perhaps the tests have shown that the Cervelo S5 might be the fastest on the flats, because I am seeing quite a few showing up with it today. Be interesting to see if Zwiftblog.com has done any tests on that, because I think the Tron bike is the fastest climbing bike, but I wonder if the Cervelo with the zips is the fastest flat course bike. It would be interesting to see, because I do know the tests do show different things on different courses for which bike is the fastest. And responding to Lee, thanks a lot, Quan. Thanks for the information there. I appreciate that very, very much. Looking through here for some of the comments. I'm seeing Pleb Dam saying, hey guys, good to see you there. Nathan, don't know if you can help, mate, but I've got a gap between my forks and frame about 3 to 4 millimeter. Bike shops, it's completely fine, but it looks horrible. Is there anything I can do about it? Great place to ask that question would be on my personal stream. That's pretty technical at this point, so head on over to maybe Nathan Guerra personal stream. Anything Zwift related, questions or comments, go ahead and bring them on over here, Pleb Dad. Appreciate it, buddy. Gonna go ahead and open up the mixer as well. You guys have anything to bring our way there? It does look like we've got quite a few tuning in over at the Mixer channel, and it looks like hoping Nathan will ride. Pure pressure on Nathan for the 4-hour 4WBR. See what we can do. Not sure what the time is. Make sure to invite me directly if you could, Rogers, and maybe I'll jump on, make it happen, or do some coverage for it on our weekly windup and Zwift Community Live if we are available. What's Coach Nathan's favorite non-healthy splurge carb fat food? Dark chocolate. 100%. Dark chocolate. Eat it all the time. Too many times a day. All right, Gus Gray here with the attack. These boys trying to make it interesting, actually. They feel the lull, and they're like, that's enough, boys. Let's go. Gray on the front now, putting down the sacrifice for his teammate, Kim Little. Cunningham following very closely there as well. Roberts from Vision Cycling now follows it up. M. Roberts, TT Specialist with Diner now. They know this is the move to follow because Experimental is trying to win the race today, but Diner goes right on by with a counterattack, actually. 7 watts per kilogram, 181 beats per minute. Right now, Kim Little now following it up. Are they going to be able to go anywhere is the question with this. Going to have some continuance there. Jay Leo there from Team Draft. Cunningham is there too. This seems to be the new team because they do have this kid on with the bikes and beers, actually. So cool to see, actually. G. Leo here following it up now and going 180 beats per minute as well. Johnson there from ODZ. Looks like on the flatter course, nobody gone anywhere just yet. Well, breaking maybe. It looks like Race WBR with KP. Good to see him out there. Is that actually Kevin Connor's actually out there? McCormick now trying to close it down, coming from the BRT team. Wallstrom's there as well from SZ. It looks like Heigel, Team Experimental, sitting in 174 beats per minute. They're about to hit the uphill, though, section of Ocean Boulevard, and this is going to be a deciding moment most likely because they kick the heart rates up before they hit this section, and they're going to kick one more time through the climb here. Benz is here riding for the GOAT team, it looks like, looking over his shoulder. The riders trying to get back on terms right now are going to have a heck of a time holding on once they come out of Ocean Boulevard. Low 3% gradient here. One more kick. Who's going to hang on? Here goes Diner attacking first, it looks like, right along with his Vision teammate there was Roberts there. Diner toward the front now. Here goes Ericsson, though, from Team Sweden. No, right unattached, but out of Sweden here. Looking over short, 14 watts per kilogram, and it looks like Richardson's there. Didn't even notice. Innovation is in the house as well. Racing again after yesterday's amazing result. Looks like Ben's here from the GOAT team, though, going right along with him. Ericsson then 3 seconds off the front, but now fading as the GOAT goes at 6.2 watts, becoming 183 beats per minute. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go, and the attacks are starting to come left and right, fast and furious now here, boys and girls. Where is Team Experimental? Kim Little, their series leader, still hanging in amongst the group. Now ZS here. Everybody, just please log in and flag. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Cunningham here from Draft as well. Now kicking into 4.1 watts per kilogram. And it looks like Kim is saying, could fall face first into a vat of Swan Vestas and still not get away. Yeah, difficult day for sure out there today. And Thea is saying, same here, dark chocolate. Yep, I'm with you on the dark chocolate, Thea. It looks like Volume Fit is in the house with a free stead. Good to see you hanging out. And she's saying that dark chocolate's your favorite. Let me know in the comments, you guys. What's your favorite splurge? See, now that's the thing. Dark chocolate, part of the reason why it's dark chocolate is because, like, I'm just not like a splurger. I don't know. Like, I guess actually as of recently, it's been this new cheese puffs product that's at Aldi. I don't know, like, it's marketed to my kids and we got it for the kids, and then like, and it's like an organic product or whatever, but you know, like, anything can be organic, right? Cool. Here's salt. It's organic, and it's got a bunch of butter on it. It's organic. Well, it's still not. Salt, butter, and wheat put together. It's organic. Eat it. No, sorry, it's still not good for you. But it was marketed to my kids, and I definitely got sucked into that one. So I think those cheese puffs, actually, I can't remember what the heck they're called, but I think that's actually my latest splurge. I don't know if I call it splurge whatever, but I've been grabbing those because we accidentally invested in them, and that's where it starts. I want to talk nutrition. Great weekly wind-up. Great weekly wind-up topic. I always tell all of my clients this, all of my coach clients this. It's always been, the place that nutrition starts is not in the kitchen. It starts at the checkout. If you bought it, you invested in it, it will be consumed. Starts at the checkout. What did you buy? We bought like 4 or 5 bags of those things this past time. Man, it had everything to do with Nathan splurging, that's for sure. All right, Wallstrom now attacking here. 7 watts per kilogram. As you can see, Ikeb is there as well going. It looks like they're trying to bring back MD, but MD is DQ'd before he even starts, so they don't need to worry about him. But it looks like Ikeb, Roberts, and then ZS they're in there as well. Vision, Cycling, MacD. It looks like Kim Little able to follow it up. The orange numbers are going left and right here, boys and girls. They don't want to come down to a sprint finish, it looks like. We'll see if they can make this happen and a split, but it doesn't look like anybody just yet besides maybe Cunningham. Team Draft, Leo's there as well. Adams, Wallstrom trying to hang on. Gray able to do so. Moving backwards though. Hamid though coming from Belgium. Will he be able to close this down right now? Not sure that's going to happen. Go ahead and give him a ride on. It is a Zwift Academy finisher though. Nice job to him on that, but it looks like Popovich now falling off with Carlson. Now 2 seconds up. Goat here trying to get back on terms after those attacks out of Ocean Boulevard. Heigel there as well. coming out of Norway, just grabbing onto the back wheel. Jay Adams here, 4.8 watts per kilogram. Opitz now, Diner there as well. Kim Littles and Matt Johnson at the front. And the troll keeps on trolling. ZS and MD here, making the way in and out of the pack. And we are seeing bar chocolate, bag of crisp with red wine. That's because I'm in training. Kev Steven is letting us know. Thanks a lot, Kevin, for letting us know. And then we are seeing Lee Gosden. It says that it is dark chocolate and orange protein bars. And, you know, for me, a big old cup of coffee along with a power bar is kind of like my pre-workout a lot of times. If I am getting ready for like super intense intervals or going to the weight room, we'll do a full coffee press and a power bar. And usually that's going to get me pretty hyped up actually for lifting some weights or maybe getting some intervals done. Lots of water after the coffee though if I'm going into intervals, that's for sure. Lots and lots of water, and then jump in on Zwift for some repeats on Watopia Mountain. All right, here we go. McCormick now, BRT. Not gone anywhere just yet amongst these A category riders. So let's see what's happening with the B category. I've not been able to find the D category though. I'm not sure if they went a separate direction or something. If anybody knows what's going on with the D category today, I literally cannot find them out on course. It seems that perhaps they have been lost. The Lost Boys, Peter Pan. I'm not sure what's going on here with the D category. We'll see if we can find them. But up toward the front of the main chase group, we do have, looks like, man, this is like one of the largest groups actually I've ever seen in a race out on Zwift. If we look through here in the B, C, and in the B and C / A category, I mean, look at how, if we look down from the helicopter view here, see if I can get the helicopter view. It doesn't like me right now because they're going through the underground tunnel here, but literally I just clicked from the start finish banner all the way through to the turn onto the volcano, and it was nothing but a solid group of riders. So this is a like full on 150, 200 plus peloton right now, all trying to work their way through this group right now of riders. So it's absolutely full on here, trying to make your way to the front end of this group. As we go backwards here, you can see here, it looks like Bramwell, middle pack, Blom as well. Now taking the right-hand turn, it will be Jarlstig there from Team SZ as well. Wolf there from Team ODZ. Continue to move back though, Medinen as well. All just looking for that draft right in front of each other, but still 170 beats per minute, trying to move their way forward through this group. But they're all just full on, it looks like. 179 from Nordquist here, Tilquist there as well. Well, 143 from him, not super high heart rate, but back here as well, just hanging on. Wilka Jarlstig there, Hedberg there as well, moving forward still. We're seeing coming out of the Netherlands, it will be Ginholds as well, 168 beats per minute. And amongst some A category riders, Tilly's there as well. And then up toward the front will be Ferrari here, trying to get away. Full on, maybe fifth gear Ferrari here happening. And we are seeing Andrew Banky coming on through saying, I'd like to indulge in a bag of dried kale chips. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, Banky? Banky, what is this? If I'm being naughty, I might put some salty, fresh spinach on top. Banky, come on now. I know you're from Michigan. Don't give me that. All right, now here we go. Diner now up toward the front. Roberts as well. Opix and Gray. This is the front end of the A category right now. Karn now right along with Cunningham and Johnson. 4.3 watts per kilogram. It looks like the draft team here showing us how to draft. 149 beats per minute. Absolutely killing it right now. And 5.7, 5.8 watts per kilogram. You guys are making me feel like I should work out now. Guess we're gonna have to ride after this. We're just gonna do PUBG, but it looks like it's ride time after this one. Maybe some intervals. repeats on Watopia Mountain because these boys are inspiring me. Now look at this, 8 watts per kilogram coming from Cunningham. I keep going as well out of Japan, killing it right now. This is the second to last. This is the penultimate climb out on course. Just a short little kick for about 30 seconds to a minute, but 8.4 watts per kilogram coming from I keep here, trying to get Diner going right along with him here. Little 3% gradient going past the Scotty the Squirrel Fountain there, taking a right-hand turn over toward Ocean Boulevard, but it will be the Goats now going right on by out of Germany. 174 beats per minute, showing us how to climb on the little mini mountain there. 3.3% gradient now. Now looking through vision, hanging on with Diner Johnson there as well. Will be Karn there from the draft team. Davis still in amongst it from WBR, but off the back it will be Wallstrom there trying to get back on terms in that SZ kit. As you can see, Gray there 1 second back as well. Now, as we do have a BRT rider off the back, now it looks like it will be McCormick there, 2 seconds back, trying to get back on terms. Wallstrom fading, 6 watts per kilogram coming from Wallstrom, as you can see here, 4.6 watts per kilogram, trying to get back on terms right now on the wheel of Hamid as well, out of Belgium. Not sure if it's going to get back there, though. Popovich now 8 seconds off the back. These attacks have absolutely blown things apart at the front end of this race. Diner going again, 7 watts per kilogram, 188 beats per minute. Vision Cycling trying to win it out here today. Diner actually one of the leaders of the SCR series last winter and spring. Where's Diner in the standings? Because he might be in the hunt again, but there's already 5 races down. Can he actually come back? I'm not sure it's gonna be possible unless he wins outright, like every race he races from here on out. He'd have to do 25 points every race from here on out. But if there's somebody who can do it, Philip Diner's would be one to watch out for to make that happen. We'll see if he is on that, because I know he was one of the SCR racers that was always in it for the win in the last series, actually. So watch out for Diner here. So, and we are seeing a little bit more shots fired at Nathan maybe here coming on through, and Allison Duck talking about scones. Sorry, Kim Little talking about scones. Kim, why aren't you racing your bike? I mean, what's going on here? You better watch out. Diner going off the front with the Trolls MD here, and you're talking about scones and butter. Not sure what's going on here with you in that jam. You better be jamming the pedals, dude, because you're about to be losing the race. Better show us what that sprint's all about here, Kim Little, while he's smacking keys instead of the pedals. What's going on, Kim Little? Chatting away over at the Mixer channel here. Ben's now the GOAT here out of Germany as well. This GOAT team and this draft team, who are these guys? Where are they coming from? Out of nowhere. Draft now up toward the front with Cunningham again, following up with the Trolls ZS there. It looks like MacD TFC looking for that W out there today. And it looks like Roger saying Kim is going to race in Korea in 2020. Wait, what? I don't think that's true. What's happening here with Korea in 2020? Cunningham now up toward the front still. Draft here trying to show us that they are in it for the win. The Bikes and Beer kit is the one to be watching out for. We do see up toward the front will be Karn as well. What are the past results for these riders? That's what we need to know. Looking through right now for the live results, I am seeing I am emceeing this race because it looks like live results aren't kicking up just yet. We'll see if we can get a refresh. I believe they are being worked on right now by Zwiftpower.com. We'll see if we can bring them in soon enough, but it does not look like we're going to be able to do so just as of yet. I'm looking for Karn, though, as well as Cunningham. I want to know what their past results are, as we haven't focused in on these riders a whole lot. I am doing a quick little search throughout all of Zwiftpower.com for Karn, as well as Cunningham. Be interesting to see what races they've done as well as past results, as they are definitely showing up with something to say about this final sprint and hanging on amongst some of the top hitters in and amongst Zwift today. Here goes Cunningham now up to the front, 5.7 watts per kilogram, though, coming from the Goat Man, as well as now again Cunningham and Karn at the front from this team draft, riding out of the US of A. S. Cunningham Karn, what is the name on the A Karn? A Karn, it looks like Adam Karn, I believe it is then, coming out of the US of A. 3.9 watts per kilogram, it looks like, as one of his best performances out there. Yep, riding for Team Draft. FTP 330 watts. Took a 7th place in the KISS America's 100 kilometer, actually, back on the 15th. That was this past weekend, actually, in the KISS 100. That is a killer result, actually. 7th place in that race. KISS Pacific race there, 2nd place back in the 4th. Took a W in the WBR 4-lap flat race, though, it looks like. But not a highly contentious race to try and win, but nice job on that. It took a 3rd in the XRS Tuesday night. That's a serious race, so be watching out for Team Draft today. But Diner has something to say about it. He's going from way out, does not want to sprint finish. And if there's a man who can hold on to a gap like this, it will be Diner. But he's got ZS to contend with, and that's just it just feels bad for Diner here at this point if he has to deal with ZS or MD at the front of the race. But Opitz here takes over, the GOAT man there. Kim Little here, seeing a 5-second gap, knows that this is definitely a danger now with Philip Diner here going off the front, but maybe only thinking about the series lead at this point and gonna allow this to go and just wants to win the sprint finish amongst the riders. But that's a dangerous move maybe to make. Roberts isn't going to chase there from Vision Cycling. And you know, amongst the Vision group right now, they're always in that team bus. 6-second gap. If Diner continues on here, 400 watts. This is going to be an all-out 5-minute effort here. And I'm assuming Diner weighing in, I believe, 160 pounds or so, 155 to 160 pounds, I believe he is. Don't quote me on that. I'm not positive. I could look it up right now, probably in the results right now, but he can most likely hang on to this for 3 to 5 minutes, actually, if it's an all-out, everything he's got effort, actually. And so this is a dangerous mood to be watching out for. Maybe 3-ish minutes. This is an all-out VO2 max effort to the line, up and over the climb here, 190 beats per minute right now. Ericsson now trying to chase it down, 13 watts per kilogram coming from him, coming from the pack, full on sprint right now. Try and grab a little bit of a gap, maybe close it down to Diner here. The rest of the groups here are going to be following that up at 7 watts per kilogram here, coming from Johnson now, kicking innovation there. Gavin Richardson, Davis there going as well. Watch out for him in the final sprint. Diner's throwing all of his chips at the table, though. Only a 3-second gap now, as you can see, between him and Ericsson. Heigel 6 seconds back. Diner's going to have to continue again, though, 6 watts per kilogram plus in order to hold on to this gap. Ericsson, they're closing it down very quickly. Going to grab onto Diner's wheel, but Kim Little, they're still 7 watts per kilogram. Who's going to fade off of the wheels of this main group as they continue to kick in the 6-7 watts per kilogram? The question is going to be, is there going to be a gigantic pack now coming right along with them? Are they just doing work for everybody else who's sitting in? And with Davis in and amongst the group here and a couple other sprinters like him, I'd be watching out for somebody to come around at the last second. Looks like Diner has been caught, and it might have been too much at this point for him to hold on. No more gap, and all of his chips on the table at 191 beats per minute. I think it's all done for Philip Diner now at this point. He's going to have to find a little reprieve, but it's already going to be ramping up, and here goes ZS. Opitz is there as well. Innovation now with Richardson now trying to hang in on the wheel of Cunningham from Team Draft, who's just drafting on the troll, who's out there all day long. Who's going to win it now, though? I'm expecting Davis with a solid 15 watts per kilogram. We've seen it from him before, but here comes Kim Little in the final sprint, starting to open up, but here comes Davis as well. It's neck and neck. Davis and Little, Davis, Little, but as we said, Davis 15 watts per kilogram to the line. It will be Davis, followed up by Kim Little for second, Aikib for third in the A category today. Solid result all around for those riders. Not too far behind, though, we do have the B category now. It's starting to wind it up. It looks like, let's go ahead and see what's happening with them, as we do have the helicopter view from, it looks like, the B category. Moving forward as best as we possibly can. Huge group of riders here making their way to the line as they head through Ocean Boulevard. We are seeing Wilson here mixing with a whole lot of A category riders, actually. This is the front end of the Bs, I believe, with Sellen, as well as it looks like Hogginson now. Live results are not updating for us at the moment, though, so we're not going to be able to tell you whether or not they are within category limits. We'll have to wait for the race organizers themselves help us out on that front. Gonna go ahead and check out our social media integration, see what the comments are coming on through. That's the scones. Martin Jortvik saying, very nice to have Philip Diner with us again. Sorry, Nathan Guerra, I died. Martin, no problem. And great job out there, Martin. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for organizing for us as well. Just get out there. If you can finish up, make it happen, dude. And it looks like Kev Stevens saying the scones for second place out there today. We'll see if that's going to be able to hold it down. And now as they come around the final corner here, we are seeing Nordstrom there as well as Anderson now at the lead of this B category. Anderson now, it looks like, riding for the Vikings team, 157 beats per minute, trying to stay away. Looks like he pulled a familiar move as Diner here, but it might not pay off as here comes the pack now. Going to catch him with 100 meters to go. Hawkinson's there as well. Nordstrom, it looks like. Here comes Atwell coming from the A category as well. Looking down from the top view though. Hawkinson now, there goes. Oh my goodness, not sure who that guy is. Shalstead there coming from SZ. Looks like SZ might be taking the sprint in the second group out there today. Maybe he's got to hold on. No! It was the Bumblebee Larson, but not in the B category. I believe maybe Shalstead was able to hold off for Team SC in that sprint. And now moving our way backwards here. Let's see if we can see a few more in that C category as they make their way to the line. I believe it will be Zinholz here coming out of the Netherlands. The Dutchman here now holding steady at the front there with, it looks like, Lederstrand on the front. And what is this Sundin here coming through with Cordy? Not exactly sure what that means. We'll give him a ride on for it though. From Team SD and the Peaks Training Peaks kit there. Moving forward there, there's Lundgren in the C category as well. All the SC kits, look at them go. Absolutely killing it. I love it. And here comes, it looks like, Ingvason. That is an Icelandic name if I've ever seen one now. And no, do not click on El Guerra. We will find ourselves in a bad place there. D. Cripps now making his way to line in the B category. Go ahead and give D. Cripps a ride on, but we're looking for the C's. Moving away backwards, we are seeing, it looks like, Newsbomb here. Making his way, looking to drop a wattage bazooka here and some bombs. It looks like Lundgren up toward the front there as well in the C category. Lots of B category riders mixing it amongst them. We'll see what happens at the front end. Here goes Zinholz though. It looks like right along with Ingvason. And then it is going to be Shiwan there as well out of the Kiwi land. But it will be Newsball make his way to the front as well. Gardery out of the UK with one last kick. Orange numbers to the line. 776 watts. It looks like it will be TFC though. Out of Norway. Out of nowhere. Brodman. Good to see Brodman with that last kick. Not sure who won it in the C. I think it might have been Zinholz. Not positive though. To the line. We'll have to wait for the official results from ZwiftPower.com and Mr. Martin Jortvik. I think that will be it for our coverage then. I did my absolute best, boys and girls. Everything was all kinds of mixed up today, a little bit between the categories. Very populated course out there today, as you can see. If I go ahead and get out of... I'm not even going to be able to leave the event, actually. Let's see if I can leave the event. No, I can't leave the event. How many riders are out on course? That's what I want to know right now. Let's see if I can actually go back to me. Quit event. Yes. 2,393 riders out on course right now. Huge amount. Huge population as it begins to rain. And he says, I got a great 1x40 at 105 FTP workout, Martin is saying. Sounds good, Martin. And maybe I'll join you for that. Who wants to ride Zwift? Let's go. I'm going to jump out on the course here real soon. If you haven't checked it out yet, though, Indoor Cycling Championships for Europe have been announced in partnership with Zwift, presented by Zwift and Tax. And they will start Monday, October 30th, and go through November 29th on Mondays. 5 races. Men's and women's top 10. The men's and the women's will be invited to a live event in January. The North American Championships will be announced soon as well. So keep an eye out for that. Workout Wednesdays will be back soon. Make sure to keep an eye out on that. as well, but workout mode is live. And we went ahead and had our first use of the group workout mode last week. Solid efforts there with me and Coach Hendy, as you can see, doing the lead out simulations. So if you haven't checked it out already, make sure to check out workout mode as it is live. Just search the E category. If you search for the E category events and then see whether or not it's a workout, it's really easy to, well, somewhat easy to find them. The events are a little off on the text there, so they definitely I think they're going to have an update coming for that. So I am out of here tomorrow evening. I will still be covering the KISS Europe race, though, tomorrow evening. We will still have Ian Anderson tomorrow with the KISS Racer Focus. I'm heading on over to Long Beach, actually, to go to TwitchCon, as well as visit ZHQ for the next week or so. Lots of awesomeness that's going to be added to the broadcasting. I know lots of you have been asking for lots of new stuff, and lots of new stuff is coming. So I'm out of here then tomorrow after the KISS Europe race that will be covering at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. be British Standard Time. Mitch Boltnick, no problem, man. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Any questions or comments, make sure to bring them in right now as I'm about to disappear from your video screen. Core means go. Thank you, Martin. Let me know. I like that. I like to know that. I really appreciate you schooling me. Ohio. Expansion or refund coming through on the chats. All right, I'm going to go jump on Zwift. Who wants to do a workout with me? I don't know. We're going to do some sort of a workout. It's probably going to have something to do with the mountain and going up and down. I'm not sure what, but I get motivated by leaderboards. Or maybe we'll do I'll load some sort of workout or something. But want to jump on Zwift? I'll be live on my personal channel. We're going to do a short one, but a good one. So, all right. See you guys soon. Thanks a lot, everybody, for tuning in. And next up will be tomorrow morning, as you guys can see here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. As always, ride on.